Transfer window is open, so the transfer rater Shaka has players that have been linked with potential moves in this transfer window. Donny van de Beek's spell at Manchester United hasn't really gone according to plan or how he would like. Do you think a move away to maybe a Valencia or Crystal Palace would be worth him exploring?
A move away to anywhere would be worth Van de Beek exploring. Listen, an exciting prospect coming through at Ajax, given the successes that he had there, both personally and at the club. A move to Manchester United seemed really exciting for both club and player, but it just hasn't worked out for whatever reason. Now, Van de Beek can stay at Manchester United for however long is left on his contract and just kind of be this player who gets the odd few minutes every so often and reminds us of exactly how good he was every so often. But that's got to be an absolute frustration for a player whose prospects looked as exciting as they did just a couple of seasons ago. A move away is needed. A move away anywhere is needed.
Mm. Let's move to Italy, and this one looks like it's pretty close to being done. Robin Gosens leaving Atalanta, probably initially on loan before a permanent move to Inter. He's a super player. He's a wing back. He scores goals. He gets forward. I think he's a perfect type of player for Inter.
Yeah, listen, Inter, given who they are, given their continued ambitions, sitting at top Serie A, this is a great signing for of a player who knows that league so well. A player who burst onto the scene 3 or 4 years ago and being hailed as one of the best wing backs in the game, and hasn't really slowed down, even if his name hasn't been in the headlines as much as it was 3 or 4 years ago. This is if Inter get this done, this is a really good signing for them, because this is again a player who knows the league, excels in Champions League and European football at international level. Gosens ticks every single box.
What do you make of the story linking Tagliafico with Barcelona, Shaq?
It's an interesting one. Not the kind of player that Xavi has called on. Tagliafico now, 29 years old. So a bit older than Xavi has had to lean on. But he's found himself second in the pecking order at Ajax. May find himself second in the pecking order at Barcelona behind Jordi Alba. But I think it's a good move for a player who maybe feels a little bit frustrated at Ajax. You understand why Ajax, given where they are, both in the Eredivisie and in European football in Champions League this year, they're a little bit reluctant to let him go. But at that age, Barcelona comes knocking, and given what you've seen from Xavi and what he's doing with this squad, I'm not sure how Tagliafico says no. Of course, it's not entirely up to him, as I just mentioned, but we're talking player here. I'm doing everything I can to convince Ajax to let me go.
This next one was an interesting one, a swap deal with Tanguy Ndombele and Ander Herrera swapping clubs. Does that make sense for you?
It makes sense in that Ndombele knows Pochettino. Pochettino knows Ndombele and probably feels he can get the best out of him. Ander Herrera knows the Premier League. We know what Antonio Conte thinks of Spurs and the need to replenish that squad to bring in more proven talent, more proven quality. And Ander Herrera ticks that box. I think Herrera will serve Spurs very well indeed, even if at times he was seen as surplus requirements at Manchester United. I think coming in under Antonio Conte would do him well. This makes perfect sense for both players, both clubs.
And let's end by staying with Spurs. Linked with Diaz, would that work for you?
Striking force coming in. Yes, it makes sense. Harry Kane will continue to lead the line. Heung-min Son, who's such a valued member of that attacking force as well, has been out recently because of injury. Diaz coming in adds a fresh look, adds options for Antonio Conte. I think it does make sense, yes.
Okay, next few days we'll decide if any of those who are in today's Transfer Rater, will be on the move. As always, keep it with the ESPN FC channels to find out all the latest news before the transfer window shuts.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.